So the city of Atlanta is officially on your radar, but if you're anything like me, you want to know everything before moving here, well, you're in luck because today I'm going to take you on an in-depth map tour of Atlanta. The buyers that are moving here from major cities like New York, Chicago, and LA see that Atlanta offers relatively lower home prices compared to some of these other major cities. And also the cost of living here in Atlanta is much more manageable while still offering the big city amenities. A lot of these major cities that buyers are moving from have a lot of concrete and no green space, where Atlanta is known as the forest in the park, with tons of trees, green spaces, and parks all throughout the city. If you're looking to move to Atlanta because you're looking for an employment opportunity or you just want to start your own business, Atlanta's the right place for you because of its location, the low cost of doing business. Also, you have access to the Atlanta International Airport and also the skilled workforce here. During this map tour, we'll be showcasing you the diverse housing options here in Atlanta for all types of lifestyles and budgets. And by the end of the video, it is our goal that you'll have all the information that you need to know to determine if Atlanta is the right place for you and your family. So let's check it out. Okay, let's jump on my map here. Let's take a look at Atlanta here on Google Maps. You can see the city of Atlanta, which we'll be discussing today here on our map tour, is outlined here in red. This is the whole area of the city of Atlanta that we'll be diving into. I want to share with you Atlanta spans through Fulton County and also a portion of DeKalb County that Atlanta is in. Also, the city of Atlanta is governed by its own city government, and also they have their own mayor there. When I moved here to Georgia from Florida, I was really pleasantly surprised to see that Atlanta had really a lot of abundance of trees and also greenery woven throughout the city. Also, the Atlanta landscape here is really nice and green and flush. You'll see that if you ever visit Atlanta. And that's how Atlanta came up with one of the nicknames called the city in the forest. So if you're moving here from other major cities, let's say like New York or LA or Chicago, you're going to be really pleasantly surprised with so much green here in the city compared to other major cities, which really contributes to Atlanta's laid-back, really green southern vibe here that the locals really get to enjoy. And the locals really love all the shade, especially during the summertime. Okay, if you look at the city of Atlanta here on the map, Atlanta is the largest city in Georgia by population, but not by land area. There are other cities in Georgia that are larger based on land area, but Atlanta is the largest city by population. If you look here, the city of Atlanta covers approximately 136 square miles. And also you do have the downtown Atlanta area, which is more right here where 85 and 20 come together here on the map. And that area is much smaller than the whole city of Atlanta. That covers roughly between 4 and 5 square miles. Now in Atlanta, you'll have some major landmarks that you'll see if you ever move to Atlanta or if you're traveling through Atlanta. Some of the landmarks that you will see here in Atlanta is the Georgia State University. Also, you have the state capitol here in Atlanta. You have the CNN Center here. You also have the Mercedes-Benz Stadium where the Falcon football team plays, and also the Atlanta United soccer team plays. And also you have the Underground Atlanta here. So those are just a handful of landmarks that you'll see here in Atlanta. And you also might have heard some of the nicknames. As I share with you, one of the nicknames for Atlanta is City in the Forest. But also another nickname that you might hear someone reference Atlanta is the ATL is another nickname. And another nickname that you might hear is Gate City to the South. So I just always want to share with you some nicknames, especially if you're talking to some locals. They might use the nicknames of the city of Atlanta so you know what they're referring to. Now, when you look at Atlanta, it has really a nice mixture of some historic neighborhoods, some suburban style areas. Also, we got some emerging redevelopment areas, new construction homes, and also townhomes. And also you got some really nice luxury high-rise condos here in the city of Atlanta. I always like to show you some of the major highways for you to be aware of, especially if you do live in Atlanta. The first major highway here, which is the I-285 perimeter, it goes around the whole circle of Atlanta. As you can see here, this is called I-285, and that's a really great artery and highway to use if you do want to get around Atlanta and you don't want to have to go through Atlanta. But if you do go through Atlanta, one of the things that you'll see here is this is Highway 85 here coming south.
and this is Highway 75 coming south. And what happens when these two highways come into the city, they do merge, and then when they do come out of the city, they then split again, where 85 goes in this direction and 75 goes in this direction. Another major highway is Highway 20, which goes east and west through Atlanta, and that's another really good highway to be aware of. If you go in this direction, you'll be going out towards Alabama. Now, if you're looking at the city of Atlanta online, maybe you're looking at some different homes throughout the city of Atlanta, I always like to share with you Atlanta. Again, this is the main downtown area right here of Atlanta. And then Atlanta is really split into 4 different sections. The best way to think about it is always sort of show, here's again the outline of Atlanta. If you just follow this red outline, this sort of shows you where the city of Atlanta is. Here in Georgia, let's draw a nice little outline. And if you draw a line here through this side here, down the middle, and this side here, and I'm just gonna follow 20 here and 20 here. There's 4 different sections here, as you can see. This section here is called the northwest section of Atlanta. This is really just called mostly the north side of Atlanta. This is called the southwest side, and this is called south. And then if you do go a little bit over here, we might call that southeast. And if you go over a little bit over here on this part of the city, you might call it northeast. But I wanted to show you those different 4 sections. So if you're looking for different homes in different sections, you'll be aware of where these different sections are, really broken up into different neighborhoods and different zip codes here in Atlanta. But it's just something for you to look at, because each section has different type of homes, different type of condos, different type of style of homes. Some areas are in the process of being revitalized, and other areas are really growing and booming, which we'll discuss more here on the map. But I just wanted to break that out just in case if you're looking at different homes and you're wondering, hey, why are these homes a little bit more expensive in this section than the other section? More than likely, the area that is really revitalizing, they're taking some older homes, have some people coming in and renovating those areas to revitalize that part of the city of Atlanta. But that's the best way to look at Atlanta in regards to the 4 different sections. I would like to share with you a little bit about the Atlanta BeltLine. You might have heard about the Atlanta BeltLine if you've done some research about living in the city of Atlanta. It is one of the most transformative urban redevelopment projects going on here in the city of Atlanta. It's actually a 22-mile loop. It's going to be a multi-use purpose from trails and parks, and actually it's going to be connecting multiple neighborhoods here in Atlanta using a formal railroad corridor that circles downtown Atlanta. And they've been making some really great progress. And I want to show you the map that they have so you can sort of see what this Atlanta BeltLine looks like. So here's a map that you can see the BeltLine. As you can look at these colors here, if you look at the different colors here in what regards to relationship, the dark blue color here that goes around the city of Atlanta is actually the BeltLine rail. This is the formal railroad corridor that they're using. They're using this rail to create the BeltLine. In red, you can see here are the different areas of the Atlanta Trail that they're creating. Blue here, where you see some of the dots here, is the MARTA station that goes north and south and also east and west. The yellow line here, as they're showing here, is the interstate. So you got I-85 and also I-75 coming together down here. Also, you have the path trails, which is the dotted line here. And path trails are also connecting a lot of these different neighborhoods and parks with each other throughout the city. You can see here the dark green are different parks and exit stations, and then it also shows you where different places that you can actually park. So this is really an exciting urban development that they're doing. It's really connecting, as I shared with you, multiple neighborhoods on the north side with the east side and the south side and west side. Now the BeltLine is not completely finished yet, but a good part of it is. Parts that people are connected, you're really seeing a lot of redevelopment, you're seeing a lot of growth in those areas. So if you are looking for a home and you want to be close to the BeltLine, we definitely would encourage you to take a look at the BeltLine, because the homes that right now that are closer to the BeltLine are really having a lot of growth in regards to shops and stores. And also it's just a really nice, like I share with you, trail for you to walk and bike and jog on. I'm going to go over here to the BeltLine, Atlanta BeltLine website that you can do more research, but it gives you some nice pictures here. Here's the trail. People are biking and walking. Some areas along the trail actually have stores and shops and restaurants. They also are building other different parts along the trail. Also got a lot of art going on there. Some different pictures of people walking their dogs. So just a lot of activity, a lot of people being out and about. So it's just another great aspect of living in the city of Atlanta with having the Atlanta BeltLine available to you.
By the way, my name is Matthew. I'm a real estate agent here in Georgia. I also relocated to Florida from Georgia over 16 years ago and been loving ever since. And welcome to my channel, North Georgia Life, where we cover everything there is to know about living in North Georgia and the surrounding suburbs, including the best neighborhoods, things to do so you get a really good idea of what it's like living here. Make sure you subscribe below so you can be the first to learn about the current market here in Atlanta. My team and I love helping people just like you make a move here, even if that's in 5 days or 9 months. So give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. You can even schedule a Zoom call with us. All our contact information is right here on the screen. We'd love to help you make a smooth move here to Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, let's go back over here to the map. Let's take a look. I want to share with you what are, we get a lot of questions with buyers who are looking at Atlanta. What are some things that we can do here in Atlanta? And one of the great things about Atlanta, even if you're a young professional, maybe you're someone who has a family, maybe you're coming here to Atlanta because you're going to be a student, maybe at Emory University, or at one of the universities like Georgia Tech University here, or you're just a retiree. One of the great things about Atlanta is Atlanta has something for everyone. So you're going to have plenty of things to do here in Atlanta. I just want to show you some of the things that you can do here in Atlanta. Let me zoom in here. Now, Pemberton Place is a 22-acre urban hub. And this is really where you're going to find the Coca-Cola Museum. Let's see here, if I zoom in a little bit, let me just take the pictures here. You have the Coca-Cola Museum here on these 22 acres. Also, you have the Georgia Aquarium here. So you have a lot of different things to do right here at the Pemberton Place, which is right here on the map. As you can see, here's the Georgia Aquarium I talked about. Right here in this area, also you have right here in this area the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Again, this is the stadium home to the Falcon football team. Also, it's home to the Atlanta United soccer team. It's a really beautiful stadium. If you ever have driven in Atlanta, it's really very impressive. The architect of this stadium is just really impressive how they built the stadium. So I just want to show you. Also, they do have other events there at the stadium that you can attend. But the football team and also the soccer team are some of the major players and events there at the stadium. Also right here, if you see this, we got the Underground Atlanta. You might have heard about the Underground Atlanta. This is really a nice historic area, which is now a shopping and entertainment center. But a lot of people who I speak to are like, oh yeah, I've heard about the Underground Atlanta. Some friends of mine that went to Atlanta, they went there. So that is a common name that a lot of people have heard. I just want to show you where on the map it's located. And let's see here. Also, we do have Martin Luther King Jr. Martin Luther King Jr. Has a historic site here. It actually has his home that he was born in here in Atlanta. You can go and you can tour that. They also have a National Center for Civil and Human Rights there. So that's where you would go if you're interested in touring Martin Luther King Jr. And also here we got the Skyview Atlanta. If you're driving through Atlanta on 85 and you go into the city, you're going to see this really nice, impressive Ferris wheel here. So a lot of people like going there. It actually is in the Centennial Park and provides some beautiful scenic views of the city. You can go on the Ferris wheel here and get some really impressive views of the city. For myself, I'm someone who really doesn't like heights, so I wouldn't really enjoy getting up in the Ferris wheel, but this is another thing that a lot of people that we speak to who have visited Atlanta have really gone to the Ferris wheel and really enjoyed themselves there. Now, one of the great things about the city of Atlanta, it offers a huge variety of amenities that makes it really attractive to buyers who want to move here. As I shared with you, whatever age you are, if you're a student, if you're someone just as a young professional, or just a retiree, and one of the things that people really enjoy, in addition to the Atlanta BeltLine, is all the different type of parks that are here. I just want to click on here. It's called Grant Park. It's here. It's a little bit south of the downtown area, southeast here. It is home of the Atlanta Zoo. So if you did want to go to the zoo, Grant Park is home to the Atlanta Zoo. So a lot of people like going there for the day. Another park, it's actually up here in Midtown Atlanta, which is a little bit north of this downtown area. And this is the park right here. It's called Piedmont Park. This is a really impressive park. They have a lot of different events, really some beautiful skylines of the city of Atlanta, a lot of different events here, great places to walk. They actually have a public pool here at Piedmont Park. So if you do enjoy parks, we would highly recommend that you take a look at Piedmont Park. If you'd like to know more about the Piedmont Park and just living in Midtown Atlanta, which is part of the city of Atlanta, I specifically did do a video of living in Midtown. I would definitely encourage you to take a look at my playlist. I also have other videos just like this one with great content about living in different neighborhoods and districts here in the city of Atlanta for you to check out. But today's video is really more of a bird's eye view of the city of Atlanta and everything that it covers. But Piedmont Park is here in the Midtown area. If you do like culture, you like theater, you've probably heard about Fox Theater. It's right here in Atlanta. It's up closer to the Midtown area. Actually, I went to Fox Theater a couple months ago, saw a really great event there. So this is a really beautiful theater. A lot of people who come to Atlanta have shared with me, oh yeah, I've been to Fox Theater and had a really good time there. So if you do want to have different events, we actually saw a comedian there at Fox Theater. We'd encourage you to go to that theater. Also a little bit north of Midtown Atlanta, we have the High Museum of Art. So if you want to go see an art collection, we would encourage you to go to the High Museum of Art. So as you can see, if you are interested in art, theater, Atlanta has plenty of things to do right here in the city of Atlanta for you to enjoy. Now, one of the things that really attracts buyers moving to Atlanta is all the different type of shopping and dining here in the city of Atlanta. I just want to point out some of the different marketplaces that you should definitely check out if you're ever here in Atlanta. The first one is called Ponce City Market. It is actually a historic Sears building that they converted into this food hall, shopping, and living space. So this is a really nice place to go to. It's called Ponce City Market. Just want to show you some of the pictures of the inside. A lot of different stores here and shopping right here at the Ponce City Market. As you look here on the map, if I zoom in a little bit, it is off of Ponce de Leon Avenue Northeast here in the city of Atlanta. Okay, the next market I'd like to show you here in the city of Atlanta is called Krog Street Market. This is a historic building built in 1920s that they've converted and created some independent food stalls. This is a really popular hangout place for people to come. Just want to show you what it looks like here, different aspects of the food market that you can come and enjoy. Got some restaurants here, live music. So really a nice place that you can Get some adult beverage, get some beers here. It's in the Inman Park area. That's where the Krog Street Park is located here in the city of Atlanta. Okay, the last market I'd like to share with you is called the Atlantic Station. It's right here. It's more in the northern part of the city of Atlanta. It is really a nice upscale area. Got some really upscale restaurants and stores, and also the residents around the Atlantic Station is a little bit more upscale because it's on the northern part of the city. Also, we got some really nice, beautiful views of the downtown area, as you can see here in this picture. Got some nice green spaces here where the kiddos can play. You can be enjoying yourself at one of these little stores or restaurants, and even some of the shops here and restaurants. Actually, the restaurants have some balconies, as you can see here. Little balcony that they're sitting on that you can see out into some of the green spaces there, so you can watch your kiddos. But this is a really excellent market called Atlantic Station, that if you ever visit Atlanta, I would highly encourage you to check out those 3 markets that we just went over here in Atlanta. Okay, let's go over to my FMS system. Let's take a look at some of the different home options here in the city of Atlanta. Again, I just sort of did a general search, mostly in the center, major areas in the center of Atlanta, the downtown area. Didn't really go out on the fringes of the city of Atlanta, but I just want to show you different opportunities. One of the good things about Atlanta is that you have several different options. If you're looking for that nice historic bungalow built in 1920, you can find it here in Atlanta. If you're looking for that condo, maybe a 1 or 2 bedroom condo because you're a young professional or just someone moving here without a family and you want to be in the city of Atlanta, you got some really nice condos here. Also, you got some townhomes. And also, because of the revitalization, there also are some new construction residential homes throughout the city of Atlanta. Also some new construction townhomes. And also you'll see here when we show you some of the homes here in FMLS, you do have some really luxury high-rise condos right here in the city of Atlanta that you'll have some beautiful views of the downtown area. So I'm going to jump over here to results so I can show you the first one here. Okay, this first one here is located in the Sienna at Renaissance Park, suburb of the city of Atlanta. It is a condo. It's listed for $300,000. It's actually has a 2-bedroom, 2 full bath condo. It was built in 1989. I just want to show you some of the pictures here. So this is something that you might be interested in if you're a young professional, or maybe you just recently got married, don't have any kiddos, and you want to live in a condo here in the city of Atlanta. This would be a great option for you. But as I shared with you, we have several different condo options all throughout the city of Atlanta. Just want to show you this one so you get an idea of what it looks like. Let me go back to the results here, and I'm going to go back over here. Let's go to this one. This actually is one of the luxury high-rise condos here in the city of Atlanta. This building is actually 6 stories high, and it's actually in the West Residence condo building. And this one is listed for $1,390,000. It has a total of 2 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, a half bathroom. It was built in 2010 and it has a little bit over 2,700 square feet. So let me show you this beautiful condo, nice glass building, got some beautiful views. Here's some nice views of the city of Atlanta from your condo. It actually has a place if you have a helicopter that you can land here in the building. But this is inside the condo, really nice, modern, clean lines. Really, look at all that glass there. You can see all over the city of Atlanta from your condo. So if you want luxury living, if you want to be in a high rise here in the city of Atlanta, we definitely have these beautiful condos right here in the city of Atlanta that we can definitely show you here in Atlanta. So let's go back to the next one. And this is one of my last home. This is actually a single family home. It's in the Inman Park. This is a home that was built in 1920. This one is listed for $899,999. This is one of those bungalows, craftsman style type of homes that you can find here in the city of Atlanta with a nice front porch. It has a total of 3 full bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and a half bath. Again, built in 1920, and it has a little bit over 2,000 square feet. So I just want to show you this option here if you are interested more in a bungalow craftsman style type of single family home here in the city of Atlanta. This sort of gives you a nice flavor of what this craftsman style home looks like here in the city of Atlanta. So as you can see here, you have several different options based on your lifestyle, based on your budget, that my team and I can show you here in the city of Atlanta.
Thank you for watching our video about Atlanta, Georgia. If you're looking for a vibrant city life to call home, and Atlanta checks all those boxes, whether you're moving here in 5 days, 9 months, or you're just exploring the idea, my team and I are here to help you every step of the way. So whenever you're ready, make sure you give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us the email. All our contact information is right here on the screen. If you do look down in the description below, we do have a link to our Zoom calendar. Make sure you check out our playlist with other great videos just like this one with great content about living in Atlanta or one of the surrounding suburbs. And until next time, as you always say here on our channel, North Georgia Life, we make the world a better place, one person, one family, one investor at a time through the power of real estate.